Hello, my name is Mary, and today I'll be discussing about this topic. What do you think is this going to be about? Okay, you can check the picture and tell me something about what you can see there. Is this place familiar? Have you been to this place before? Okay, you're probably right. This place is a museum, and in the caption it says visitors admire a copy of the painted ceiling of a Polish synagogue. The original was destroyed. Now, if you're wondering about the word synagogue, synagogue means the place of worship for a Jewish congregation. That's in Judaism. Judaism is the religion of Jews. Now let's start. A museum of memories. Okay, now this tells us that this museum has a lot of memories, mostly in the past. Okay, a museum in Warsaw honors the history of Polish Jews and celebrates their lives. Okay, the Museum The History of Polish Jews opened its door in April 2013. It stands in the heart of what was once Warsaw's Jewish quarter or neighborhood. The museum's exhibits use interactive displays to tell the history of Jewish life in Poland. Poland was once home to the largest Jewish community in the world. Before World War II, an estimated 3.3 million Jews lived in Poland. The Nazis, a political party that led Germany during World War II, tortured and murdered nearly 6 million Jews in Europe during the war, which lasted from 1938 to 1945. Some 90% of Polish Jews were killed in a Nazi campaign, which is now known as the Holocaust. Okay, the Holocaust was the systematic persecution and murder of approximately 6 million Jews by the Nazi regime. And according to www.projectaladdin.org, between 5 and 6 million Jews out of a Jewish population of 9 million living in Europe were killed during the Holocaust. And let's go back to this. But the museum does not focus only on that dark part of history. It's not a Holocaust museum. Barbara Kirschenblatt, who is in charge of the museum's core exhibit, told TFK, it's the story of Polish Jews, which is the story of 1,000 years, she says. We explore and honor the memory of those who died by remembering how they lived. The Holocaust is part of a longer story. The museum itself is as rich and varied as the culture it celebrates. One of Poland's most famous comic book artists created the medieval gallery. It tells the story of the time period through illustrations, painted by hand directly on the walls. Storytellers talk to visitors to add details about that period in history. Building the museum was complicated, much like the story tells. Planning began in 2005. Together, the Polish government, Jewish groups, and private donors raised $100 million. This spirit of collaboration to build a museum of life will help heal history's wounds. Think, a museum is a good way to honor and explore history. What are some other ways? Okay, we have there a museum of life. Since the word museum is highlighted, okay, what does it mean? Okay, it means a place for collecting and displaying objects having scientific, historical, or artistic value. And if we use the word museum in a sentence, we can say, I always go to museums just to kill time. Anyway, that's all for today. My name is Marie. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.